Good day, everyone. I am Regine Moradas, and for today, we will talk about the rights and obligations of parents and children, which is from Article 102 to Article 112. So we have here Article 102. Parents must enable their children the conditions for healthy growth, well-adjusted personal development, and qualifying themselves for independent life and work. So parents need to take good care of their children in order to be healthy and have a good personality, a well-mannered person for the child to be qualified kung manarbaho na siya. Ay syempre dili minamadawat ang mga company if ang mang apply is mga bugoy-bugoy or having no manners or having an ill personality. So parents have the responsibility to help the child develop into a good and well-mannered person. Next, Article 103. So parents are responsible for their children's substance, care for their life and health, and to bring them up as working members of the socialist self-management community. Of course, it's the responsibility of the parents to take good care of the life and health of their children. This is closely related to Article 102. Now, parents are responsible within their powers to care for the schooling and professional education of their children in relation to their capacities, talents, and wishes. Yes, it is also the responsibility of the parents to provide their children an education and to care for their skills and abilities. So, ang iban parents no kay i-enroll gid nila ang ila anak sa mga schools na mo-hone or ma-develop pag maayo ang skills and abilities or talents of their children. So, parents need to be supportive in their children. Next, Article 104. A child may not be given into the care and upbringing of a person who may not be a guardian. Of course, the child is dili gayud pwede basta-basta lang ipanghatag sa laing tao. There should be a legal document or approval for adoption. It is also the right of the child nga dili lang siya ipanghatag sa laing tao. Next, Article 105. Okay. So if ever dili magtipon or inang magbuwag na ang parents, they have to decide kung sino ang magpadako or ang mag-alaga sa ila anak. But they have to consider the interest of their child kung diin siya gusto muupod, sa mama ba or sa papa. So pwede lahat sila na duha ang both parents ang magpadako sa puya even though buwag na sila. Mo-provide lang sila sa support or supportahan financially ng ila anak. So pwede lahat nila ibilin ang puya sa ila parents, which is the grandparents of their child. If dili sila magkasinabot kung di nibili ng ila anak, so they can consult or mag-assist ang social worker para makuanan sila sa agreement. So here in the Philippines, ang main nga social work center is the DSWD. Amo gid ni sila. Now, if parents agree on the care and upbringing of the children, they may propose that the court issue a decision thereon in a non-litigious procedure. If the court establishes that such agreement is not in accordance with the children's interest, it shall reject the proposal. If the parents have reached an agreement on who will take care of their child, then they may propose the court to issue a decision para maaprubahan. However, if the agreement is not in accordance with the child's interest, so the court will have to reject it. So, dapat kayo i-consider ang interest or ang kagustuhan sang puya. Now, so kung dili gayud magkasinabot ang both parents, even with the help of social worker or the SWD, so ang court ang court mismo na ang mag-decide kung diin ibilin ang puya. But of course, i-consider sad ang interest or ang kagustuhan sa puya kung haan siya moupod. Either sa mother or father or sa iya grandparents, which is the parents sang mother or her ang or father. But importante na aware or kahibaw ang puya sa mga consequences para mas makadecide ang puya sang sakto. Okay? Next, the request referred to in the preceding paragraph must be accompanied by a supporting document from a competent social work century stating that the parents tried to agree on the care and upbringing of joint children with its assistance. So of course, there should be a supporting documents that prove nga ang parents tried to reach an agreement with the assistant of social worker before mo decide ang court. Next, we have Article 106. So the child has the right to contact with both parents. Both parents have the right to contact with the child. Such contacts shall ensure the child's interest in particular. Okay, so ang child has the right to contact with his or her parents. And also the parents also have the right to contact with their children. But i-consider lang gyapon ang kagustuhan sa puya. So it's up to the child to decide kung makikontak ba siya sa iya parents. Okay? Next, okay, the parents shouldn't do actions na makaapekto sa pag-communicate sa puya kung diin nila gibilin. So they need to have a good relationship or treatment to whom the child was placed for care kung diin gibilin. And they shouldn't do actions na maka-affect sa pagpadako sa puya. Like for example, inang magsuay or mo-disagree sa pagdisiplina sa puya, like manghilabot na ang parents in a wrong way. Okay? Next, we have if parents agree on the contact, they may propose that the court issue a decision thereon in a non-litigious procedure. If the court establishes that such agreement is not in accordance with the children's interest, it shall reject the proposal. Okay, pareha na't yaman sa pag-decide kung diin ibilin ang puya. So they have to be with accordance sa the child interest. So if dili, i-reject ina siya nga proposal. Okay, next. Okay, so still the parents should reach an agreement in terms of sa contact with the child, and if they can't reach an agreement, so ang court na pud ang mag-decide, but of course in the accordance of the child's interest. Amo ganun siyang pinaka-importante. Next, okay, so the court will limit the right to contact if it is necessary for the protection of the child. If the parents caused pressure or stress to the child, or the physical or mental health of the child is put in danger, so the court will have to decide the right to contact if the child's interest is not sure or undecided kung ano niya decision. Kami ara man gayud nga if ang puya is gi-abused by their parents or any of her guardian, so mahadlok na siya nga suwayon ang ila parents, like nang matrauma na sila. So if that is the case, ang court na ang guide ang mag-decide or limit the right to contact. Next, if ang parent or guardian na gibilinan sa puya is nang hilabot or gi-prohibit niya ang pagkikita sang other parent sa bata, Like for example, gibili ng bata sa iya mother. But then ang mother is dili na niya pakikitao ng bata sa iya papa. So with the request of the father of the child, the court may decide to omit dili na pabantayon or dili na ang mother ang mahimo nga guardian sa puya. And then ang puya would be entrusted to the other parent, which is ang iya papa, with a motive dapat na he will take care the child and protect the child. So bali siya na ang mahimo nga guardian sang puya. Next, so before maka-decide ang court about those statements or paragraphs about above, uh, the court will first need the opinion of the social worker with the accordance of the child's interest. Okay, so that child should also have to understand whatever the agreement is. Dapat aware ang child. Next, Article 107. Children under age shall be represented by their parents. So, mga underage, their children. So, if ever there is something important to be delivered to the child or something informed, then it is reasonable for the parents to deliver it to home where the child stays. Okay. So, if gibilin sa father ang puya, then ang father ang mo inform or ang deliveran and it is acceptable or valid. Next, we have if both parents are in charge of the child's care and upbringing, they should agree on the child's permanent residence and which of the two parents shall be handed postal consignments for the child. So if both parents are in charge of taking care of the child, then they have to decide the permanent residence of the child kung diin gayud mo puyo ang permanent mo puyo ang puya. And also, they have to decide kung sino sa parents ang hatagan sa postal consignment for the child. Postal consignment is like ang gi-deliver. Like ang sendan if ang may gipa-deliver or may send. So, sino sa two parents ang mo receive. Okay? Next, we have Article 108. So, juvenile is a young person. A person he is not yet old enough to be legally considered an adult. So, mga 15 years old pa lang, di pa gayud adult. So, that young person may form or conclude a legal business. And that business needs to have an approval from his or her parents for the validity of such business. If that business has a good influence on the young person's life, and also kung dili bina illegal na business or gi-force lang siya sina na business. So it needs validation since dili pa man siya legally matawag na adult. Next, Article 109. A child's property shall be administered by parents in the child's interest until the child's full age. Okay. So since the child is not yet reached the legal age, so if the child has properties or something the child owns, so ang parents ang mag-manage sina or ang mo keep. Like for example, mga pamana or mga gi-inherit sa puya like jewelry or land or business. So the one who will manage it is the parents before the child reach the legal age. So if maka-reach na legal age ang puya, pwede na siya ang mo manage or ang mo keep sa iya properties. Next, Article 110. So the parents may use the income from the child's property, but it should be used for the child's needs like education and health. Like For example, magkasakit ang bata and then wala enough money ang parents. So they can use the income or money that owned by the child para sa pagpa-ospital sa child or inang way kwarta nga ipampaskwela. So pwede na nila magamit sa parents. Next, Article 111. Parents may, with the consent of the social work century, expropriate or burden material assets from the property of their child, but only for his or her subsistence, upbringing, or education of, or if this is required for his or her benefit in some other way. So the parents may take the child's property or assets but with the consent of the social work century or the stability baron. The parents may take it if it is used for providing the child's needs or for the education of the child or in any other way na makabenefit ang child. It is for the child lang gayud. Parents shouldn't use it for their own benefit. And last, Article 112. A juvenile who has reached the age of 15 and is employed may dispose of their own personal income. And this, the young person is obliged to contribute to his or her subsistence and education. So if the child is employed na or already have an income, he or she may dispose or pwede nila magamit ila personal income. So he or she is obliged to use it for education and for food, health, or anything that is needed for him or her to stay alive. Dapat dili gamiton sa pagpugoy-pugoy or mga illegal actions. Okay? That's the end of my discussion. Thank you for lending your time to listen. Thank you and have a nice day.